And that's where you see this turning point of Riddick, where, not for me, because he has this, survive at all costs, but
he's got a heart.
Yeah, at the same time, now he's developed this idea that maybe I'm not the most valuable person in my life right now.
Right.
And so he has this difficulty grasping that not for me. You're not supposed to die for me. This isn't how that wasn't the agreement.
Well, okay, you remember that scene when Jack was stuck underneath the rib cage, not the rib cage, the spine of that skeleton, and one of the creatures was on top, banging his head, trying to get in there.
Yeah,
and Riddick was just still running off with the batteries to get to the ship. And you're thinking that Riddick is just going to keep going because he turns his head. He's like,
oh, he was about to,
but he
was starting to grow that heart.
That's what I'm saying, and that's what I love about this character, because he's not just a anti-hero. Basically, he's bad, but he's got a heart. He does care.
Yeah, I think got a soft spot for kids, man.
I think he also has a soft spot for good people. I don't think he has. I think he has a like he can care less about Johns. He wanted to fucking kill him no matter what. In fact, that part when Johns and him are walking and says, "So who are we going to do? We're going to kill here."
Because, I love that.
Yeah, and it says, "Stop talking so loud," and everything else. I was enjoying that little conversation between them,
the banter.
And but then they went against each other and started fighting each other, and you knew that Johns was going to lose. Mm-hmm. Riddick was going to beat this fight no matter what, and they've had their chemistry between each other and how the hatred between each other was great. I mean, the fact that Johns was giving him a chance to live in the first place, but he was basically using him to survive because he knows that he's a powerful character.
Yes.
So there's a lot of great things about this movie this is such a good movie. I love this.
It shows a group of people overcoming adversity and monsters and bullshit. But what I like is you see this cold, calculating individual, Riddick.
Yeah.
Evaluating the character.
John B. Riddick? Is it John B. Riddick or
Richard B. Riddick?
Richard B. Riddick. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
But you see him evaluating the character attributes of each one of these individuals. Yeah. You see him like prioritizing. You're worthless. You bring something to the fight. Okay. You're actually kind of badass, but you're a dickhead. So we're going to keep you around. But if it comes to it, fuck you. And then, whoa, this kind of bad bitch over here is like laying it down. She could, why are you sacrificing what's going on now? And he gets all confused and has this big change of heart. And then this kid obviously admires him and is like, all right, cool. Now I got a protege.
Yeah.
And they fly off in the sunset and do all this.